Welcome to Money Conversations, and in today's topic we're going to be talking about wealth and managing your money. So our guest today is one of us, and I will let him introduce himself.
My name is Tony Mukere. I'm a journalist and also working as the editor-in-chief at Money 254 as of today.
Give us a little background of your career so that we understand your financial background.
I have been working as a journalist for the last 8 years. I studied journalism in school. I've been working since 2016, but I've worked previously when I was a student. I used to work as a writer. So in terms of having an income, I think I've had some form of income over the last 12 years.
What is your definition of wealth at the moment, and how has it changed throughout your career?
So right now my definition of wealth is ability to move things. I think that's something that I don't take for granted.
Yeah.
So providing for your family, for your friends, that's something I consider to be very important, and it takes a lot of money that as you grow older you start to appreciate what this means. But it's also about wealth is also a lot about the information you have or the skills that you have.
Yeah.
So there is, from a top level, there is wealth is ability to, it's means, there is means to facilitating things.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, the reason you're able to do that is either you have certain skills or you have information that enables you to do that.
Yeah.
Over the years, my perspective on wealth has grown because from an early age, I think I thought of money as big cars, having many goats, and a big house. Yeah, right now I have learned there are many more things, like diversification is something that it's very important to me. You can have a lot of wealth, and I've seen people who own acres and acres worth millions or hundreds of millions, but then they don't have enough money to take their children to a good school. They are not liquid, or when someone gets sick they are not able to meet. So I have appreciated the nuances of wealth greater because as I've grown up and also interacted with people of different backgrounds.
And what would you say has shaped these views on wealth that you now have?
It's mostly my experiences, because I've been in situations where I didn't plan my finances well, and you get to see that. But I also interacted with people, seen people's stories, and that has helped me see wealth from a different perspective over the years.
Interesting. Now, in your financial journey throughout these 8 years you've been working, what stands out? What do you feel stood out for you in your finance journey?
If I was to look back, I would say one of the biggest impacts of my understanding of wealth has been working with Money 254.
Yeah.
Because Money 254 writes about personal finance content.
Yeah.
So every day as I'm editing content or I'm reading about certain concepts, I've come to be more involved in terms of, even if it's not about me, I get to appreciate. This is what happens, and this is why this happens. So thinking about money every day for 2 years, and personal finances for that matter, has really changed how I view money.
What is the best financial decision you've made?
I think joining a circle is one of the best financial decisions I've made, but I wouldn't say it's the best. That was a good
Then
one.
Is there one that you regret, a financial decision?
When I was early in my career, I quit my job without a plan. I had a good job at an investment firm. And then one day I got into I got into an emotional decision. And I quit because I thought I had gotten it quite easily. So I thought the next one would be just as easy as that, and then it wasn't. So that is something I have come to appreciate the need for learning and making
things.
decisions after reflecting on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't have gotten here if I didn't make that decision. So
Would you say it's harder to build wealth now than it was like earlier in your career years?
definitely, and that's something I always tell young people.
Yeah.
The earlier you start, the better. So today it's a lot harder for me to move.
Yeah.
Making financial adjustments is a lot harder because it's not just about me. I have other responsibilities.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I had a good salary and I didn't have much responsibility. Even if I was earning less money, it would have made a whole lot difference for me at that point.
Yeah.
Investments were much cheaper compared to today.
So what financial goal are you working towards?
Right now I'm working towards building my passive income avenues. So that's one thing I want to break in the next decade, because now I'm in my 30s. I want to have a very solid channel or structure of earning passive income. I want to have a strategic investment that can make money for me.
Finally, financial advice. What would you tell your peers? What would you tell a younger person, say your younger self?
For my peers, I will tell them to take a day at a time. In your early 30s, the responsibilities can be overwhelming and life can be very difficult, but I would want to urge them, take a day at a time. For young people, of course, I will start by telling them to start early. Manage your lifestyle early on. You do not want to increase your expenses with every shilling that you make. Every extra shilling is going to a new expense. That's something I've seen. There is never too much money. So at some point I was only looking for 15,000 to survive in Nairobi. And then the more money I made, the more I increased my budget. So that really curtailed whatever leg room I would have had to invest and build wealth. And number two, I would encourage anyone who is starting to make money to join a circle.
All right, thank you very much for your piece, Tony. I think we have all learned a lot, and yes, this is Money Conversations. Stay tuned for the next episode.